Soji typically refers to a Japanese term that means cleaning or purification. It's often associated with Zen Buddhism and refers to the practice of cleaning and maintaining one's surroundings as a form of meditation and mindfulness. Soji involves paying careful attention to each task, no matter how small, and viewing it as an opportunity to cultivate inner peace and clarity. In truth, much regular bonsai maintenance activity is very much the same from one month to the next, with only very subtle variations. It's a constant cycle of watering, applying fertilizer, wiring and removing wire. Now, the frequency and intensity of those activities might vary subtly from one month to the next, depending on the time of year and your particular species of tree. The key thing is to spend time with your trees, observing their needs and requirements. Regular bonsai care and maintenance is a routine that echoes through the months like a steady beat. It begins with watering, a basic task that keeps them hydrated. Weeding follows, clearing the area around them. Wiring helps shape their growth, and eventually we need to remove this wire before it cuts in and damages the bark. Regular pruning maintains their form. Fertilizing gives them the nutrients they need, but too much isn't good. Observing your trees is key. Watching how they grow and change tells us what they need. While making big makeovers don't happen often, they are a part of the journey too. Bonsai care is a blend of routine tasks that over time become a connection to these trees and nature. Correct watering throughout the year is a vital constant. However, here in the UK we seem to have had a never-ending downpour for the last 6 weeks. Although the warmer temperatures and water is great for the trees, it does mean that I've spent less time with my trees than I would have liked. At this time of year, vegetative growth will be slowing down. Now we are heading towards autumn, trees will be beginning to prepare by shutting down chlorophyll production, and leaves will begin to take on their autumn coloration as yellow carotenoids and red anthocyanin pigments in leaves become more prominent. You can see here that my Fuji cherry and also my Chinese elm are already adopting their autumnal colours and going more reddish. And although this is perhaps a little bit early in the season, it's not unusual. The weather has been good, not just for trees. Weeding is another constant, and removing them is necessary to stop them competing with the trees for limited nutrients in a constrained environment. Keeping on top of this keeps them from overwhelming the pots. At this time of year, vegetative growth will be slowing down. This means that we are slowing down on fertilization routines, though we may want to give the trees a final push before they head into dormancy. Trim back growth extending beyond the desired profile of your tree. As growth will generally be slowing, this will keep your trees looking tidy through the coming months. However, do be careful when pruning flowering species to avoid removing flower buds for next year. For fruiting trees, such as crab apples, you may want to remove some fruit so the tree is not overburdened. The development of fruit can draw a large amount of energy from the tree and may weaken the bonsai. However, the fruit is one of the visually appealing features, so be sure to leave some so that you can appreciate their beauty through the winter months. These quieter months might also be the ideal time to look at working deadwood features or reapplying lime sulphur to emphasise those features. This not only bleaches the exposed wood, but also helps to prevent rot and decay through the damper months to follow. Remember that checking your trees, spending time with them and observing their condition and development is vitally important to their continued health and success. By monitoring them, you can become familiar with their growth habits and spot and head off problems early. And of course, we can just mindfully enjoy their beauty and forward plan their future development and styling.